I'm Paul Harris, and I'm the acting director. And can I ask you, Trinity, to introduce yourself, as we're really co-hosts today?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm Trinity. I use she, they pronouns. I'm a first year grad student, and I'm also the graduate assistant of the English master's program. So any questions that you guys might have about the program, maybe individually or separately, I would be fielding those. But yeah, I should say probably, yeah, I'm doing my emphasis in creative writing as well. And so we'll get into the nitty-gritty of what that means. But yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to share a very brief presentation. I'm operating with the assumption that in this day and age, you probably have looked at our website, and I don't want to be redundant in going through things, but just a quick overview of the program. So again, my name is Paul Harris. I'm the acting graduate director. My wonderful colleague, Julia Lee, is the regular graduate director. She's on research leave with a Fulbright in Japan, which I think is indicative of the kind of dynamic, brilliant faculty we have in the department. And our vision statement as a program and a department is that we are a community of creative writers, journalists, and literary scholars who are committed to the fundamental dignity, equality, and welfare of all human beings. I think that this kind of mission and vision has always been part of our identity as a department. And of course, it's only become much more important to renew the commitment that this makes and the meaning of those words as they continue to deepen and become more complex in the world that we live in. So why LMU English? Why come to LMU to our master's program? Small class size really goes without saying at the graduate level, but our seminars are limited to 15, and other classes where MA students and undergraduate students mixed are limited to 25. In those classes, we expect graduate students to have specific extra duties and workload, including working with the professor to facilitate class sessions and things. We have dedicated professors with expertise in diverse fields. And what that really means operationally is our MA program is unusual in that you can specialize in one of three areas: literary studies, creative writing, or composition and rhetoric. And so the requirements are the same quantitatively for all students in the program. You have to complete 10 courses, but there are slight adjustments in what those 10 courses are composed of by the different areas. And at the end of your coursework, you complete a portfolio project, which again is tailored to each of the three areas. But it's a chance for you, it's really like doing a thesis in a way, but without, it's a much more broad professional portfolio of material you put together rather than one single long document. But that's just to emphasize, at the end of your specialization, you develop a really substantial project. The program absolutely is committed to facilitating professionalization of our students through supporting travel to academic or creative conferences. And we encourage that kind of professionalization to start to develop a resume that indicates your professional engagement. We also offer teaching fellowships and graduate assistantships. So teaching fellowships, it's a wonderful part of the program. That we offer a limited number of teaching fellowships that you can apply for. And teaching fellows work with faculty. And one part of teaching fellowship is to teach with a faculty member in our first year seminars, classes in areas of specialization of faculty, and you're teaching the writing, the composition aspect of those classes. Teaching fellows also teach in our rhetorical arts program. That's one of the requirements in the core curriculum at LMU. So if you're interested in teaching as a career, there's a wonderful opportunity to develop professional experience in that way. The graduate assistantships, Trinity can speak to because she holds one, but the graduate assistantships are different posts within the university where you're assisting a program or working with a specific aspect of the library or the university. The other reason for LMU English is simply the mission of the university and the mission of the department is reflected in the spirit of community that really it's a small enough program with the chance to develop real relationships with your fellow students as well as faculty. I'm not going to read through these program outcomes. These are from our website, but I wanted to include them in the presentation to emphasize the kind of professional development that the MA in English fosters. So really, you're acquiring skills and experience within a discipline of English, and then within a sub-discipline, creative writing, literary studies, or rhetoric and composition. But along the way, because of the kind of work we do in classes and the professionalization, you develop the ability to do specific kinds of skills. Among those, I'm just going to mention as an example, writing query letters. So for creative writers, how to write a query letter to send out to agents or places to publish your work. That's a very specific kind of skill. So in the academic literary studies, the ability to write a book review, an abstract of a presentation, that's usually what you submit to try to get into a conference. These are really specific skills, and writing those kind of documents, of course, just makes your professional writing in general more robust. This slide gives you our contact information, both social media and website, and the LMU graduate admissions site. I'm sure all of you are probably familiar with the website information. And this slide just has the different contact points for the program. And if you want further information, please feel free to email me after this if you want to follow up. But the chair of our department, KJ Peters, is the person who oversees everyone, including the graduate program. Amy Ross Kilroy is the teaching fellow coordinator. She has long experience teaching rhetoric and composition and mentoring graduate student teaching fellows and helping you develop your teaching skills. And Trinity is here to speak to and be ready to be reached out to for follow-up questions. And our wonderful department administrative coordinator, Maria Jackson, is also someone that you can reach out to with questions.